Okay, it's still May the 10th, and now I'm heading home. Got a dog in the lounge. Not exactly sure how that fits in with health and a place where they serve food, but anyway. There was a dog and a screaming baby, so wasn't exactly quite the experience one expects in a place like that, but anyway. I have nothing against children. I had one of my own, and she used to cry too, but because I was trying to work, it was a little annoying. It's like it rained again while I was inside. So hopefully it doesn't rain on me on my way back. Just going to walk home. I'm not trying to stretch this out. We'll go down to the street. I got done what I needed to do. I'm working on this big editing project, and I got a lot of editing done, so that's good. So it'll be about a 20-minute walk home, and the whole thing, if I patch it together, if I even get around to that today, will only be about 40 minutes, but that's the kind of day it was. At least the puddles make it more interesting. Looks like I timed it pretty well, because it looks, based on the amount of water around here, it must have rained fairly hard. Because there's way more water than there was when I walked down. Then it was mostly just what was left from last night's rain. Oof. That was the challenge, walking. Try to pay attention to where your feet are going to come down, and sometimes you're surprised by the depth. I have no idea what a Kami McKay is, but there it is. Canadian Red Cross here. Yeah, I got 10,000 words edited, which was the goal, so I need to do 10,000 words a day if I'm going to meet my deadline. Which is not that much. It's not taking really heavy editing. It's fairly straightforward copy editing, nothing too severe, so it's moving quickly, so I should be all right. I could do 20,000 words a day if I miss one. Salvation Army over there, kind of their headquarters. This is the alley I walked down before, so I won't walk down it this time. Stick to the street. I'm expecting a check from my agent today, or soon, from my next book from Daw, second part of the advance. So that will be nice. That's for the Tangled Stars that comes out this fall. Apparently as an ebook original, which I guess kind of takes the place of the old mass market paperback originals, which is how I started my career with Daw. Then I moved up through hardcovers and trade paperbacks, and now apparently this one I couldn't sell in paperback, so I'm just going to be an ebook, which is kind of disappointing. Because I think it's a great book, and I think it should sell, and I hope people find it, and I hope it becomes a big seller. It has a cat, come on, a talking cat. A talking cat who becomes a starship captain, I mean, come on. Tybalt is his name, and he's the star also of Tybalt's Tale, which was my story in Shapers of Worlds, Volume 2. Speaking of which, as I'm starting to get the contracts out, a bit belatedly in some cases, I need to get back on that too, to the authors for Shapers of Worlds Volume 3, I'm also going to have to write my own story for the anthology. Hi, Wendy. Well, I agree. I assume there'll be a print-on-demand version, so there will be a print version of some sort, but it's not being, as I understand it, and there hasn't been a lot of communication actually, as I understand it, it will not be available in bookstores, so there you go. What fun. Or at least not widely distributed to bookstores. Again, I'm assuming there'll be a print-on-demand version, but I really don't know. They're not really telling me very much, which is also a bit disconcerting. I don't really know exactly how that's all going to play out. Maybe it'll be a great success. We'll see. Meanwhile, I got my own publishing to worry about, all the stuff I'm publishing and trying to promote, so it's not like I don't have things to do. And I'm writing a new YA novel, and I've got a middle grade novel I could put out. If I can't find a home for it, I'll probably put it out myself. And I've got an adult fantasy novel I want to write after that. Hope to sell somewhere, so I will keep plugging away as I have for a great many years now. Fire Hall number 1. Viet Thai, our favorite Viet Thai restaurant over there. Credit Union here. Credit Union Central, our center. So Albert Street. So I'll go down this way since the lights aren't cooperating. William A. White Fire Station. Although I like to walk on the other side of the street because the cat cafe's over there. I'm always up for some cats in the windows. But I'm on the wrong side of the street today. The sky's interesting today. It's sort of broken cloud and dark cloud and bright spots and some blue sky from time to time. Land of living skies, they call it. Never eaten here. I don't know if they're still in business or not. Doesn't look particularly promising, so I'd say they're not. Oh, there's the sun now. First Presbyterian Church, where we got married back in 1997. So this is our 25th anniversary coming up this fall. Silver anniversary. Any cats in the windows? Well, actually, I don't think they have them out, so wouldn't have seen them anyway. I'll go home to my own cat. First Presbyterian. Margaret Ann's grandparents were very involved there. That's why that was where we ended up. It's kind of an apartment building and some offices over in that old building over there. Fortunately, as I think I said yesterday, the 70 pages of the young adult novel I've been working on that had vanished into the ether, I found It was on OneDrive, which is Microsoft's cloud backup, which I like to use because in Word it'll automatically save periodically, and so the whole point was not to lose things, and then I seemed to lose things, and it wasn't on OneDrive, but it's because I have 2 OneDrive accounts, and for whatever reason, the backup of the YA novel was not on what I consider the main OneDrive account, but on a second from which I'd become disconnected. Cossack Studios, where my daughter went to dance and also worked for a while. So I finally thought, well, I'll just look there. I thought I'd never even connected that, but it did show up as, never set up or something like that. And when I connected, voila, there it was, with some other stuff too. So good to know I am connected to that now again, and won't lose it, one hopes. Again, I'm not really writing on it, but I'm sort of rereading stuff now. We're going down to the, well, let's see, what's the light timing look like here? Oh, it's going to be a while yet. I'll carry on down to the next corner. Thai Garden, another Thai restaurant. Only been in there a few times. I don't know why. We just don't think of it. We always go to Viet Thai up the street. I suspect they're rivals. Mystery Mansion. I wonder if any of those places have survived. Hi, Kirk, in Vancouver. I think I cut you off earlier today, possibly. There was a goldsmith in here. This is where I got. Yeah, I don't know. Escape rooms, one would think, suffered greatly. Clearly nobody was going into those things for 2 years. It's the original Saskatchewan Government Telephones building. Now part of the Saskatchewan Museum, laboratories, and lots of fossils and things in there. That was the second SaskTel building. As I think I mentioned, I know I've mentioned, a few years ago there was quite a bit of international attention to a dinosaur fossil found in amber. And that fossil, I realized as I was reading these stories in Reuters and places like that, was in this building like 2 blocks from my house. I've only been in to see the lab portions of that once when I was doing some work on the for the museum, because I've done some. Was it for the museum? Anyway, I was in there for. So I haven't gotten to see the labs in there. It's very interesting. Timing worked out pretty well there on that crossing. This building was designed by Joseph Pettick, one of our noted local artists, and he was not happy when several years ago they put this on the bottom, because it used to, the style continued all the way down. He thought they had done a disservice to his design, and I don't disagree, but he also designed the curvy SaskPower building that I've pointed out a few times, among other things. He was a very good architect. Did a lot of quite interesting and innovative designs around the province. Church of Christ Scientist, now best known as, well, that's the Unitarian Center, but I've mostly thought of it over the years as a place where the Fringe Festival has some shows. So. And here we are back on Angus Crescent, slowly leafing out. Looking greener all the time, which is very nice to see after all the brown and for that white since October. So we get what? Part of May, June, July, August, September, and it'll be brown again. It's kind of the way it works. and then white for 6 months. November, December, January, February, March, April. Yeah, I'd say we did 6 months this year. Pretty darn close anyway. That didn't have snow on the ground. Wasn't sure he was going to look up before he ran into me. Davin School over there. So a very basic walk today. Tomorrow I'll kind of be repeating myself somewhat because I'll be walking over to Shoppers Drug Mart on Broad Street. So it'll be a two-parter again. That's where I'm getting my second booster shot. And after that, probably just walk home, but perhaps take a slightly different route. With Alice working now, I don't have a car during the days unless I make special arrangements, so I can't really go very far afield for my walks during the week. So I'll have to try to drive somewhere maybe on the weekends to space it out a bit. Some days I'll have the car because I need it for something else, and then maybe I'll try to walk elsewhere, but a lot of it's just going to be in the neighborhood, I'm afraid, this summer. But I can walk a long way from this base in various directions. That house was designed by the same architect who built our house. And if you want to know more about the historic buildings in Regina and Moose Jaw, there's a great book called Historic Walks of Regina and Moose Jaw by, what's that guy's name? Oh yeah, Edward Willett. I recommend it. Okay, we'll stop there. Bit short today, but that's the way the walks crumble. Bye for now, and I'll see you again probably tomorrow.